How is everyone?
Good.
No complaints.
I mean, given the circumstances, and we're not in person, all sitting around on a table, enjoying each other's company. I mean, obviously that would be ideal, but not too bad.
So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the way in is on this, but obviously I've only seen the first episode of the new season, and it doesn't look like you're acknowledging the show will be dealing with the pandemic, but you shot it during COVID. So how does that go? How does that work?
I think the short answer to that is I think people have got enough COVID in their lives to worry about when they turn on the news, when they walk on the street. I didn't think it was something. I don't think our producers thought it was something that we needed to specifically address on the show. So no, you won't be seeing people wearing masks on the show. However, that doesn't mean that the protocols weren't observed.
I do find it fascinating too that the first episode at least has a Zoom call. Like it's still, even though it's completely unrelated to anything else, it feels so natural that, Jung is off in California at business school, and he's still there. And obviously it's because you were still in Australia, right, for a bit?
Yeah. That's just kind of how things worked out. I mean, in an ideal world, I think it would have wrapped up super nicely, and then I would have come back in time for the start of season 5, but obviously the universe had other plans for all of us. So I was actually still in Australia when the photography on season 5 began. But these interesting new problems call for creative solutions, and that's kind of exactly what we did. So yeah, we did the odd pickup here and there, and if you saw the first episode of the new season, you'll know that there's a specific shot in there that was quite a lot of fun to do.
Yeah. But he also had to go through, with the ingenious sort of scheduling of our ADs and the directors in the production, like he went through like almost like a crazy boot camp-esque period of like 9 straight days where he was in every scene for all those 9 days, and he brought it. It was all the stuff that he missed out on that we couldn't film here, and he just stepped in and would just slew it. Like he was exhausted because he just shot like a feature film where you were the lead, to come back in 2 weeks of quarantining and then right back into the frying pan, and he killed it. He absolutely killed it.
It was epic. Yeah.
I also want to give kudos to Simu's ability. Like Simu has the greatest ability to nap, like the micro nap. Simu's 1 minute, we've heard the 1-inch punch. Simu's 1 minute nap is epic, and dude like pops up like Michael B. Jordan in Creed is like, I'm ready to go, and I'm like, it's so impressive.
Thank you.
I just want to highlight that this guy was taking little micro naps. He's like basically changed the game. Simu, write a book about just micro naps.
Thank you for comparing that talent to Michael B. Jordan's insane regimen on Creed. You're right, it's the same. It's the same. Yeah.
Can you teach us how to do that?
It's easy. Never sleep enough. That's the real secret.
I do that already.
Oh man.
We're all doing that. But yeah, this does open a door to the other big question, which is that since season 4, Simu, you've become a Marvel hero, and Paul, you've become a New Republic presence in The Mandalorian. Please tell me you come back in the last 2 episodes. This will air afterwards. It's fine. But it's this whole, obviously, and Andrew, you were on Winona Earp this season. And Jean, I'm not sure what else you've got going, but I know there's something.
I'm learning Korean. That's what I'm doing.
Jean's being modest. She was on Nurses.
Yeah, but that's it. I'm quite fine with just like actually hiding. 진짜 한국말을 많이 배웠어.
Norm, I think what you brought up is like, I think it's been great that this Canadian show featuring a cast that outside of Jean and Paul, no one really knew who we were. The world has seen us, and I know for me, I get to watch Simu fly high in a Marvel movie. I don't know much. I haven't seen much, but I'm excited about it. And with Paul, we all saw what happened when Canada saw, Paul show up in The Mandalorian. Like, we lost our minds. So it's been so nice to cheer it on. And I think in an industry where for so long we heard that there's no star system and there's no Canadian names, for the Canadian public to know our names, our faces, is incredible. And so I get to cheer on my brothers and everyone just doing their thing right now. So it's awesome.
Gene, you seem to be positioned to be doing some of the heaviest lifting this year. And I'm assuming Paul will also be, matching the energy. But how do you prep for something like this?
That's the same as how you prep for anything. It's you have the script and whatever the script provides, and you just go there. It's before Kim's Convenience, I was not known as a comedy girl at all. If you look at my, at what I've done in film and TV, it's all been dramatic. And I have a strong feeling that comedy is basically like, in drama you bury the intention, you write it, but you bury it, and in comedy you kind of put it out front, and the core in the end is the clarity of the story and clarity of the intention. So
I could ask about your favorite moments from this year, but none of us has seen them yet, so I don't know that that's really fair to the audience.
My favorite moment of this year is watching Paul on The Mandalorian. I mean, look at this guy's background. Look at how much he lives and breathes Star Wars. I mean, it was just, I love, and the thing is, he kept the secret so well too. So, I don't think any of us knew ahead of time, but
some of us guessed.
Right. We thought maybe
A long time ago.
But
some of us knew and had to ride it out painfully.
Some of us also knew and had to ride it out painfully. Some of us guessed, then knew.
Yeah, the NDAs on this thing must be a nightmare. And Simu, I'm assuming for Marvel, there's stuff that you just aren't privy to, let alone stuff you can't talk about. But
privy, but yeah, an army trained snipers at all times, sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh, there's the 2-minute warning. So yeah, but that's it. Like, what else is there? Is there some kind of? I want to create a shared universe for you guys where everything is possible, and it feels like it's already happening. So, what's next? What is the next thing?
We were asked, the last thing I want to say is we were asked since day one, any award show, any press that we ever did, we were always asked, why is it important for your show to be on the air? Why is it important for, why is diversity important? And, this is why. It's because a seed that's planted over many years will grow and reap fruit and certainly, provide new opportunities, not just for the members of the main cast, but for all the people of color who have come through, whether it's as an actor or as a writer, as a creative. I mean, just the ripples that one play written, almost a decade ago, that the waves and ripples that creates, just like a whole movement that followed, I think answers that question, and you're certainly, I think, starting to see it bear fruit now.
And for the audience as well, the kids that are watching, who see themselves finally reflected, for the adults who never did see themselves reflected, to see that next generation of budding artists and storytellers and craftspeople having the inspiration and seeing success stories and having these doors open and seeing the first lead in a Marvel superhero movie being Asian with Simu kicking ass, and Asians finally breaking into the Star Wars universe on a higher level instead of just sort of being cannon fodder. It's really, really something that is an incredible byproduct of diversity and inclusivity, and what a concept. When you start representing more people, opportunities arise for everybody, and everybody wins. Really, if you think about it, everybody wins, because the stories become that much more rich and full, and the possibilities are limitless that way. And instead of just focusing in on one narrow demographic, you can open yourself up to a world of possibilities.